Hello everyone. Let's have a demo of online exam. How does the online exam works? So in order to start that, we have to do the master settings first. In order to do master settings, kindly click on add questions in order to add the questions to the main masters. Then after that, we have to create the test, and after that, we have to create a batch. So first of all, we'll go with the adding the question. Once we click on adding the question, a new window will open. We can add the questions in a two-way by using a single selection and by using bulk upload. हम दो तरीके से क्वेश्चंस अपलोड कर सकते हैं, एक तो सिंगल सिलेक्शन के तौर पर, एक तो बल्क अपलोडेशन की तौर पर। हम देखते हैं सिंगल सिलेक्शन के तौर पर। While we are adding the questions, we have to select the course academic year also. If you don't want to add it for a particular class, हम किसी particular class के लिए उसे add नहीं करना चाहते, that time we can click on general. So while clicking on general, we just need to select the topic if we have, or if we don't want to select any topic, so then we can select the question category, that could be objective or subjective. Then question type like true or false, multiple choice or matchmaking. So let's go with the multiple choice, and the difficulty level has to specify like basic or easy, moderate, hard, and difficult. These are what the basic difficulty levels. So let's have a question. 20 plus 20 equals to how much? The number of options we have to provide is 2. So which one is the correct? So we'll provide the two options, 20 plus 20, 40, or it could be 30. The answer, the answer option which is correct. If suppose this 40 is correct, so then that time we have to click this option is correct, like this. If suppose you want to add certain image file or audio or video file regarding these questions, likewise for mathematical formulas, we need to add the image file. So if it is there, we can add it using this image file and by clicking the file name. So you just needs to come here, you just need to select the file. By selecting the file, it will get uploaded, but it will be uploaded by using the format JPG formats, that is the image format. Proceeding further, the weightage and the first further options. So if you want to weightage or marks for this particular question is true, that can be answered. Then if you want, it can be a randomized answer, so that can be here. And the answer selection could be radio buttons or checkboxes. It means we can give the radio buttons or we can give the checkboxes. We are giving the checkboxes. And by clicking on save, the question will get saved. You'll get the message saved successfully. The another level is we have to add the question by using bulk upload. So while uploading it on bulk basis, we need to select the courses and academic with the same process as we did for single upload. If you don't want to go with the courses and rest other info, we'll click on general so that it can be applied for general purposes. So let's take a subjective question. The question type could be a fairy text and the difficulty level could be a moderate. After this, we have to download the Excel by using this download option. So the Excel file will be downloaded. Once the Excel file will be downloaded, we will open that file first. Here, the question has to, here we have to write the question. Who is current Prime Minister of India? Like this. Accepted answer could be Mr. Narendra Modi. And then the marks or points for this particular question. I'm here assigning 2. I'll save the file by clicking on upload questions. From here, I'll upload the same file. Same file I'll select. And once I click on upload, the file will get saved successfully so that it will be uploaded in the questions. we will be able to select or we'll be able to see this particular files in question bank. In question bank. So here in question bank, we'll be able to see the files. See, this is what the question we have just added. Who is the current Prime Minister of India? Whether it is active or deactive, and the marks is 2. Like these questions will get added. Even we have added some another questions like 20 plus 20. This is what another question which we have added. If you wants to view it, there is another option to view it from here. If you wants to make it an edit, if you wants to edit it, you can edit it from this option. Like this, it has been happened. The next part would be going to online exam, masters, and common test settings. These are all the first test settings we have to apply for test and batch. So by default, I have added one test setting here, that is regular. See, like this we can add the setting names which we want to save, then the time zone. We just need to type here the time zone, that is Chennai, Mumbai, likewise. It will get uploaded. Now we have to assign the questions, whether it is to fix or whether we want to randomize. So that can be applied from here. Now total number of sets, how many sets we want? The question paper set. Also the question number group, the student groups. We can assign from here. If you want to answer, if you want to shuffle the questions for particular students, that option is also there. The question asked previously not to be repeated. If you want this, you can click on yes or no. There's another options are there. Then total time for each question. If you want to give a time for each question, we have to select yes here. So automatically the time will be calculated in seconds. Then total number of questions, how many it is? 5. And then fixed question count is 5. We'll click on submit. Also in batch settings, I have just uploaded one regular batch setting. So in the batch setting, it will show you the test completed message display, whether test completed, what message we have to display after completion of an exam from student side. So this could be the message. If you want to send an email to the particular students after test completion, we can click on yes, or if we can click on no. Now start time before. What is this time? The student can log in prior to this time, or the student can log into this before this time, before can log in to the system before 10 minutes. If the exam is going to start at 6:30, the students can log in at 6:20, but he will be able to answer the question by 6:30 only. Next is a warning count. The 3 warning counts students, if the student switches in between, if he does some unauthorized activity, that time he'll get warning count thrice. That we can set from here. Even we can change it to 2. So 2 times he'll get the warning count or warning message. The warning message here it is. If he wants to change the message, we can change. After exceedation of the if students exceed the warning count, likewise, if the students has exceeds this warning count at twice, so third time he'll get the message, you will be logged out, and then students will be out for exam. Okay. After this, we have to go to create test, and then we have to create a batch. So in the create test, what we have to do is we have to go with the test name, question category, and test exams. So let's add a test name by today's exam. So by today's date, that is 19 September 2021. The question category could be objective, subjective. We can take both as well. By clicking on submit, we will be forwarded to the next page. Now these settings, this is what the create test settings. We have already saved the settings. We just need to copy it. By selecting the regular, all the settings will be applied automatically. Next, how many question paper sets and group sets we want, that we can apply from here. suppose set 1, and there will be only one group if you want. You can create n number of groups here. Submit. And finally, we have to add the questions. So for which set, we have to add the question. If there are n numbers of sets or group here, then we have to add the question for particular groups. Then add manual questions. We can add the questions from here like this. If suppose 1 plus 1, we are also having some certain criteria, searching criteria from here. Also, we can select the group styles and rest other criteria we can add. If suppose we don't want to go with any criteria, we can click on general and we'll be able to select the questions. True and false, described, and what is the capital of Russia. These are what 5 questions we have taken. Okay. By clicking on save, 5 questions we have been added to this particular exam. Now, here, as we can see, the exam is of 10 marks, and we have added the questions about 11 marks. So, there is another option to edit it. What we have to do is, we'll have to click on edit. That we'll see later. After this, we need to create a test. Sorry, we need to create a batch. So here we have to specify the batches. Likewise, if suppose batch name I want to keep as same as a test name, so that can be same. We just copy it here. For courses BCom first year, if I want to go with A, there is no students in A. There are students in B, might be. No, there are no students. So there are total 2 students we can see. For which semester we want to go, semester 1 and 2, and for how many students. Suppose we want to go with if we want to conduct this online exam for 2 students, so we can enter that number from here. By clicking on submit, the exam will be enlisted from here. On here, we have to click on this manage in order to do all the setup for this batch settings. Once we click on manage, from here, we'll get an idea of this. Then next, we have to go to assign student, and that can be done by manual and by automatic way. If you want to go an automatic way, it can be added like this. Okay. If you want to download the assigned student list, that we can see from here. Let it download. Likewise, there are 2 students. For this particular 2 students, we have assigned the student list for assign the exam. Then after this general settings, what are the settings which we have to do? Like this is what this setting for batch exam. So we have already created one setting like regular. We'll just copy it and submit it. Finally, we'll go with adding the test for this particular batch. Now the test name which we have done is 19 September 2021. So automatically all the configuration will be carried out. We just need to add the test introduction, that is welcome to online test. Then we have to schedule the start time. If suppose you want to schedule the start time as a 16:30, automatically it's of 16 minutes, so automatically end time has been calculated. Now the grade pattern which we have to take is, this is all related to exam backend settings. Okay. If you want it for exam pattern theory plus practical and internal, so we'll create a theory form, and that is of 10 marks. Okay. Now, how many numbers of attempts we have to allow to students? Means student can attempt the exam by 3 times. First time, if he logs out or due to some issues, he is not able to, if he is not able to submit the exams. Okay. So that time he will be able to log in 3 times. So 3 attempts can be given. If he wants to allow the instant score view to the students, here it is the option. If he wants to display the marks points during the test, option is there. Also, if we wants to give or display the questions in multi-language, so that option is also here. So the Google Translator will be applied. If suppose Hindi questions set, so we can add it from here. And if you want to give the negative markings, so it can be applied from here. Okay. If you don't want to, we can. So the test have been added. Now you will get the message that test marks is not equal to added question marks. So do you want to continue? If you want to continue, click on yes. So the exam has been added. Now, by clicking on manage of it, you will be able to upload. You'll be able to change the marks of this particular exam paper. You'll be able to change the marks of this particular question. By clicking on submit, you'll be able to upload it. It's been saved. Then if you want to give us roll number or seat number, from here you can give. Like suppose if I want to give E01, E02, we can give it like this. If you want to upload it on bulk, that is by Excel method, so we can download the format, and here by clicking on open, from here we can upload the roll number and seat number as well. It's been successfully saved. So this is what the setting which we have to do from admin end in order to process for online exams. Thank you. In our next video, we will see the online exam from student end, how they are appearing and how the marks correction will be done. Thank you.